Now, with that, I turn the microphone over to my friend, my colleague, the ranking member, Senator Alsobrooks, for her maiden leadership speech. Too much?
No, perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you. No pressure, but So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's hearing on the Senate Environment and Public Works Subcommittee on Transportation and Infrastructure. Chair Kramer, I want to start by thanking you so much for your partnership in leading this subcommittee and in holding this hearing. North Dakota and Maryland are very different states, both with unique needs, and yet we have been able to work together to identify shared priorities, and I am most grateful for that. I also want to thank Chair Capito and Ranking Member Whitehouse for their continued leadership as we both look to build out the next Surface Transportation Reauthorization Bill. I'd like to also acknowledge today the presence of the family of Sarah DeBink Langenkamp. Her widow is here, Dan Langenkamp, and her father, Dirk DeBink. I had an opportunity to speak to both of them and to talk, but they're here with us today. Sarah was tragically killed in August of 2022 while riding her bike along River Road in Bethesda. Her family has worked diligently to turn this tragedy into action and has been advocating to make roads safer for cyclists since her death. So I want to thank you both for the work that you're doing, and thank you as well so much for joining us today. Regular reauthorization is crucial to supporting our highways, bridges, public transit, and rail. However, transportation policy is as much about fixing our roads as it is about safety, equity, sustainability, and economic opportunities. Lastly, I'd like to thank our witnesses. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I especially want to thank Samantha Biddle from the Maryland Department of Transportation for being here today. Maryland is at the forefront of transportation innovation, actively leveraging federal investments to upgrade critical infrastructure like the Chesapeake Bay Bridge and expand commuter rail services. The state's commitment to safer roads and cleaner transit shows how targeted policies can drive real progress in modernizing transportation systems. The condition of our infrastructure directly affects the safety, mobility, and quality of life of all Marylanders. During this discussion, we hope to shed some light on how we can empower states to deliver safer, more efficient, and effective and modern transportation infrastructure. As we get ready for the next Surface Transportation Reauthorization, it is also important to reflect on the progress underway thanks to the bipartisan infrastructure law. In Maryland, as is the case across the country, BIL investments have been transformative. The state has received approximately $4.6 billion in highway and bridge funding and is set to receive nearly $30 million for highway safety initiatives. Additionally, Maryland secured $63 million to expand EV charging networks, laying the groundwork for a cleaner, more modern transportation system. Despite this progress, there is so much work left to be done. Structurally, deficient bridges are a real concern, and nearly half of our major local and state-maintained roads are considered to be in either poor or mediocre condition. These poor road conditions cost Maryland $12 billion annually and lead to traffic congestion, which increases commuter time and delays the movement of goods, hurting the supply chain. Transit systems face funding gaps even as demand grows. This is why the bills being discussed today are so important. Enhancing the Safe Routes program will protect pedestrians and cyclists and foster more walkable communities. Expanding the flexibility to transfer federal highway funds between programs will allow Maryland and other states to better align resources with their most urgent transportation needs, whether it's building resilient infrastructure, modernizing transit facilities, or addressing safety. This is why I was proud to join Senator Kramer in introducing the Highway Funding Transferability Improvement Act. This bill increases the allowable transfer of federal highway funds between eligible programs from 50% to 75%. By increasing flexibility, this bill provides state DOTs with greater flexibility to make investment decisions that reflect their unique needs and evolving priorities. Enhanced flexibility also enables states to repurpose dollars that might otherwise go unspent, reducing the volume of unobligated funds and empowering states to tailor transportation investments at the local level. How we invest in and manage our infrastructure directly impacts economic growth and safety. We all rely on safe roads, efficient transit, and resilient bridges to get to work, access healthcare, and support local businesses. If we fail to modernize our systems or respond to state-specific needs, that's a lost opportunity in so many ways. So I look forward to discussing these bills and more with our three witnesses today. So thank you.